this time of the year, we ought to be talking. I know somebody that got all power in his hands. At this time of the year, we should be talking. I know the Prince of Peace and the Lord. So we don't need to get excited about Jesus anymore. I know the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. At this time of the year, we should be talking about the little baby in the manger who grew up to be the man on the cross who died and on the third day rose again that we might have eternity. Here we are 2,000 years later. Talk about a gift that keeps on giving. My mama got saved off of 2,000 years ago. My daddy got saved off of 2,000 years ago. And be careful, because the children I have will be saved off what he did 2,000 years ago.
Yes. Preach,
all right, amen.
Preach.
He can do exceedingly abundantly above all things you ask, hope, or think, according to the power that is working right now in you.
Yes.
I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. Is there nothing too hard for God? At this time of the year, we ought to be rolling.
Yes.
At this time of the year, we ought to be on top, tippy top of the game.
Yes.
At this time of the year, people ought to be running, saying, what must I do to be saved?
All right.
Yes.
But because our marketing plan is faulty,
Yes.
nobody even knows who he is in the month that's designated as his.
My God.
Watch this, Joe. I've seen them on Facebook. They don't have birthdays anymore. They have birth months.
All right.
People do a countdown nowadays. It's my birthday month, and God forbid your birthday on the 30th or the 31st, because you're going to post and celebrate every single day. I got 29 days left to my birthday. Turn up. I got 28 days to my birthday. Turn up. 25 days and counting. Watch me work it. I got 20 days left. Birthday on the way. Don't hate on me. Birthday 15 days. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We celebrate every day a birthday month.
My God.
Because it's our birthday.
That's right.
All right.
Preacher. Preach.
And we barely got time to be in the sanctuary the Sunday before Christmas.
Amen. Come on here.
Lord have mercy.
Preach.
Lord have mercy.
Over the veneer, the shade, the veil of so-called love
Jesus.
is greed and selfishness.
Yes.
You know why Christmas is no longer what it is, Joe? Because we embody the antithesis, the opposite of what Christmas is about. The Christmas story is one of selflessness, love, and compassion. But what we've come to adopt is selfishness and greed.
That's right.
And in that environment, it's hard to celebrate Christmas. Why? Because you can't celebrate Christmas without Christ.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
Here is my contention. Christmas, Christ Mass, meaning the gathering, M-A-S-S, of or around Christ. If you can't have Christ, no Christ, there should be no Mass. If we can't celebrate Christ, then ain't no need to gather. Black copy, if you don't know Jesus, I don't know how in the world we can ever have Christmas.
All right. Amen.
When you take him and remove him from your courtrooms, the 10 Commandments, you must not want Jesus. I'm sorry. But when you want me to come pray at a civic function and you don't want me to say in the name of Jesus, you don't want Jesus. Tell me an ecumenical prayer. Say in the name of the Most High. Well, I did when I said Jesus, because he is the name above all names, the name at which every knee should bow and tongue confess.
That's right.
You got to learn how to stand our ground.
Yeah.
But before you get too sad, I did find yet another story that does a decent job of embodying the spirit of Christmas. You know, we started with, I believe, the Grinch. We talked about the Grinch. Something great inside of you. That was pretty close. Then we got a little closer because we, dabbled into Rudolph. Talking about Rudolph, because sometimes it don't look like it, but God is in it. But I think I found something even a little closer. Because I watched the other day the Christmas Carol. Now, the Christmas Carol is not as familiar, Sister Austin, as Rudolph. Everybody know who Rudolph is. Everybody know who Jack Frost is. Everybody know who Santa Claus is. And you know all those people, but people have forgotten who Tiny Tim was. Forgotten who Bob Cratchit was. Forgotten who Mr. Marley, Jacob Marley was. But they don't know anything about the ghost of Christmas past, present, or they don't know anything about the Christmas Carol. Because see, the Christmas Carol ain't a cartoon. It's a book, and you know, some folk don't like to read.
Come on.
And see, that's some of the problem, even when we talk about studying so we can show ourselves approved. We don't like reading.
Come on.
And because we don't like reading, we can't open up the word to the promises that belong to God. See, if you close the book, you're closed to the promises. If you close the book, you're closed to the possibilities. But when you open the book, you open yourself up to the possibilities and power. Can I give you a message real quick? Every now and then, close your mouth and open the book. I'm trying to help you out up in this place. Open your ears and open the book. I'm trying to help you up in. Open your heart and open the book. See, every now and then you gotta read something.
My God.
You gotta preach up in here.
So yeah, the Christmas Carol was a book, 1843, written by a man named Charles Dickens in London, England.
Yes.
And it talked about the characters aforementioned, Tiny Tim, Bob Cratchit, Fran, all of them.
Amen. That's right.
And an old dude by the name of Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah, perhaps you saw it on Disney, but once again, I'm not talking about the cartoon, I'm talking about the real deal. I fell in love with the Christmas Carol because it is a story of transformation. It tells the story in 5 chapters. See, some of us can actually read 5 chapters. It's the 66 books we don't want to miss. But it's only 5 chapters, and it tells the story of the transformation of an old man who is selfish and on his way to his deathbed to a new man who's living life everlasting. I think you missed that right there. That was something all in itself. He was an old selfish man who was dying on his way to death, but he became a new man. How I make it simple? It's a new me and a new you, and it's a new. Every now and then you should check your old self and get a new self. And that's why I like that thing, because in the beginning he is on his way to hell.
Come on, Pastor.
But by the end of the thing, he's climbing the stairway to heaven. He sounds kind of like me. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Had you met me a couple of years ago, I was on my way to hell. Maybe you don't want to tell on yourself, but I ain't always been pretty, ain't always been right. Some days I ain't right now, but I was on my way to hell. But thank God, see, 5 chapters, 5, the meaning of grace. Because of his grace and mercy, I now am on my way. Do I have anybody who is on their way to eternal life? I don't worry about what I look like today. I'm on my way to eternal life. Don't judge me now, homie. I'm on my way to eternal life. Look at me now. I'm on my way to talk about me the way you want. But in a minute, I'm going to be gone because I'm on my way. It tells a story about an old man who had an encounter and he was on his way.
On his way.
But where it really gets kind of freaky, I'm sorry, scratch that. Where it really gets a little interesting, see, everybody who in church ain't in church. I gotta make sure. Where it really gets interesting is the 4 basic lessons that it teaches us, and I love it because when I look at the Christmas Carol, number one, what I find out and see is the importance of friends. Let me stop right there, take a bite, pull out the kickstand, plug it right there. And going nowhere. Here's the deal. Ebenezer Scrooge is on his way to his deathbed. He is living a life of affluence, yet at the same time, he is selfish in his affluence. Translation, he's rich, but he don't want to give up any of it to anybody. And so he's on his way. His friend, his partner, Mr. Jacob Marley, has died 7 years ago. And since his partner has died, he's gotten even more selfish, even more shrewd, even more set in his ways. And so here Scrooge is. He's on his way to dying, and by some miraculous turn of events, his friend shows up. I think we missed that one right there. Scrooge was going the wrong way. Nobody cared about him because he didn't care about nobody. But because his friend loved him so, he came and began to talk to him. I wish I had somebody in this place that would get some real friends, that would value some real friends. See, every now and then, the reason you ain't going the way you need to be going is because you got the wrong set. See, the wrong set of friends will watch you go the wrong way and say absolutely nothing. But I praise God because I don't sit in the seat of the scornful anymore. But I got some godly friends, friends that'll pray with me, friends that'll stay with me, friends that will love me until I get right.
All right. Come on.
Yeah, Scrooge was going the wrong way, and old Jacob showed up and said, Scrooge, I don't know about this thing you got going on here. If you don't change your ways, you're going to end up just like me. Ain't that a real friend? They don't want you to go through the same things that they went through. My daddy used to say it like this: misery loves company. But that's for them Negroes that don't like you and don't care nothing about you. How many people can begin to praise God? Because in this season, I'm going to get rid of the Negroes, and I'm going to get me some real saints to be my friend. Where my praisers at? Maybe you already got one friend. If you got one friend, you ought to praise God when the song say friend. How many of us have them? If you got a friend, you ought to praise God because God has sent you somebody that's going to help you not get worse, but get better. Yeah, so it shows us the importance of friends. And if I could say anything to anybody up in this place, people of God, you are people of destiny. Be careful how you choose your friends. Why? Because the right friend will help you go up. The wrong friend will pull you down. Say it one more time, preacher. Rewind it. The right friend will help you go up. The wrong friend will pull you down. I think toward the end of the year, we ought to do a price check on some of our friends. How many of your friends costing you? Some of them helping you go up, they need to stay. Some of them are pulling you down, they need to go. Oh, I thank God for the right type of friend.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it teaches us the importance of friends. Number two, though, it also teaches us that every now and then it is critical to look at objectively the past.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Well, what happens is his friend comes and tells him, Joe, that 3 ghosts are coming to see him. The ghost of first Christmas past.
Yes.
And if you've ever read the book, what you'll find is the ghost of Christmas past, a young lady girl, looked like a candle with a little thing on her head, a human candle. I'll leave that alone. And so what she begins to do is show him his past. And the first thing you begin to see is that the reason he hurts people is because he's hurt.
He's hurt. Yeah, that's right.
Everybody who hurts you ain't that mean.
That's right.
I mean, you ain't that mean when you hurting people, are you? Everybody that does you wrong don't mean to do it. You don't mean to do it when you do it. Yeah, I'm trying to help people out. But every now and then what we need to understand is that the reason people hurt people is because they've been hurt themselves. And we look at our life and you look at Ebenezer's past, and what you realize is that he was a child all alone, didn't have any friends, didn't have nobody. When you look at his past, what you see are missed opportunities. When you look at his past, you see all the places where he could have gone wrong. Now that's the reason sometimes this holiday season is so hard, because some of us begin to look at the past. We look at people who hurt us. Come on now. We look at places where we did wrong. Come on. We look at missed opportunity. Come on now. We look at our past as if our past is the only thing. But I got a testimony up here this morning. Your past ain't the only thing. Have you ever read the tagline, I'm leaving my past behind so I can pursue my purpose? Now, do I have anybody up in this place? I have left my past behind to pursue my purpose right now. Before you start clapping,
come on.
You still got to take an inventory of your past. Because you cannot accurately assess and inventory who you are without accurately assessing and inventory who you've been. Did you see that thing? Did you hear that thing? I'm trying to help you out. You cannot accurately inventory and assess who you are today without properly first accessing, evaluating, inventorying, tallying, taking an observation of and evaluating who you've been. See, some of us are not leaving our past behind because we've conquered it. Some of us are running away from our past because we're scared of it. Say it again, preacher. You're not leaving your past behind because you conquered it, but you're running away from your past because you're scared of it. But how many Christians up in this place say, I ain't never scared. Come on now. That's full of big pun all over me right here. Right now, I ain't scared of my past, but I'm using it as a tool to propel me forward. It teaches us the importance of our past. Every now and then you need to take a look at your past just to see where you were. Every now and then you need to take a look at your past to see what you did wrong. Every now and then. See, ain't no shame in the game. Hindsight is 20/20, baby. We can always do it better after the fact. So I ain't trying to get you to condemn yourself, but what I'm trying to get you to do is not repeat the same thing. Because those who forget the past, come on now, somebody help me out, are doomed to repeat it over and over. And some of us been having the same old jacked up boyfriend. You have the same old jacked up girlfriend. You've been on the same jacked up job every year, going around the mountain and Chico, because you have not yet learned from your past.
Yes, sir. Come on, man. You better preach out in there. Preach.
So it teaches us first the importance of a friend. Thank God for a friend. It teaches us how to accurately assess our past. But it also teaches us that many of us walk around in the present and have no idea what's going on.
All right.
Come on now, after the Ghost of Christmas Past, I don't know if you read the book, I'm trying to help you out. I'm giving you the Cliff Notes. The Holy Ghost Cliff Notes. I'm trying to help you out. Now, the Ghost of Christmas Present, who looks like a big Santa Claus type dude, but his robe is not red, his robe is green. Real muscular type cat, maybe WWF, kind of big like Dre, looking all buff and stuff. Yeah, you know, it's just real big cat. With a wreath on his head. And what he does is not show Ebenezer his past, but shows Ebenezer his present life.
Yeah.
Can I help you out? Don't be so caught up in the past
Come on.
that you can't see what's going on right now. Come on now, your daddy didn't hang out with you back then. That's over, baby. Come on now, I'm trying to help you. Come on, your mama was on crack and tricked out back then. I'm trying to help you now. So you didn't grow up with a family that really rocked with you. That was it. Come on now, somebody look at your neighbor, build a bridge and get over it. I'm trying to help you out up in this place. Every now and then you gotta learn not to be insensitive, but build a bridge. And because if they never apologize, if they never change, if they never come back, if they never validate you, you cannot stay where you are because they will not grow.
Come on here. Preach out in here.
Gotta learn. If they don't understand your value, baby, just keep it moving. I'm trying to help you out. If they don't want to understand the greatness that's inside you, keep it moving. I'm trying to help you out. If they don't understand the dream of God inside of you, keep it moving. I'm trying to help you. Every now and then you need to learn how to do a two-step. Slide away. Every now and then you gotta learn how to move away from people and mean you no harm. The amazing thing about it is when he shows Ebenezer the Christmas present, there are people in his life that feel a certain way about him and he don't even know it. He don't understand why they talking about him. He don't understand why they don't really jive with him. He don't really understand why they don't really love on him. He don't understand why they talking about him and making fun of him. He don't understand why they feel sorry for him. He's saying to himself, I got money, but money ain't everything, baby. See, isn't it amazing? Some people got the things that you want, but they don't got what they need. I wish I could have some people who could praise God, because I may not have everything I want, but I got everything I need. Come on now. You may got money, but you ain't got no peace of mind. You may drive a nice car, but you still crazy. You might have money, but you crying every night. You might have the company, but I got the favor. Every now and then, it ain't about what you got, but it's about what you got. And so Ebenezer is looking at all these people. His little nephew, who is the son of Franz Scrooge, his sister, the only woman who ever loved him. He's looking at this guy, and the guy invites him every year. He says, I'm going to love my uncle and invite him even if he don't come. That's something in and of itself. I'm going to be good to somebody, whether they're good to me or not. I think I missed it. It went right over their head. Whether they love me or not, I'm going to love them back. Whether they pray for me or not, I'm going to pray for them. This is a season where you ain't got to scratch my back for me to scratch yours, baby. You ain't got to be good for me to be good to you. Because I got God inside of me. And my goodness is not predicated on what you do to me. My goodness is not predicated on reciprocity. But my goodness is just what it is. I wish I had some people of God that would just be who they are because who they are. I wish they would just come to church because that's who they are. I wish they would just serve on ministry because that's just who they are. I wish they would just give of themselves because that's who they, not because they expect to pull a slot machine and for God to richly bless them. Not because they expect to pull a slot machine and me to thank them all day long. Not because they expect to pull a slot machine and get a whole lot of credit. But I'm doing this just because.
Yes, God. Yes, God. Preach.
The believer is unaware of what's going on in his life today. And I caution because many of us are living and breathing. Many of us are in the midst of blessings. Many of us really got it going on. I'm trying to tell you, you're in a whole lot better of a place than a whole lot of other people. I'm trying to help you right now. You're in a place that is better than any of your family members have ever been in. You still the anointed one. You still the chosen one. You still the called one. God's hand is still on you, but because you ain't got a couple of things, you can't recognize the real thing. Come on now. I'm trying to help you. Look at your neighbor. Tell him I got the real thing, baby. I don't know what I ain't got. I got the real thing, baby. I'm trying to help him. What I got is better than what I don't have. Looking at our present day surroundings. For good is it to get to the destination. And you can't even remember how you got there. And we live in America, Joe, where everybody is so concerned with where they're going that they cannot appreciate where they are. And we got people while they climbing the corporate ladder trying to make six figures, their family is tearing apart. And while they're trying to get on TV, their family is tearing apart. And while they're trying to make it up the ladder and become who's who, family members are dying right around them. And while they're trying to get to, Trey Songz saying, I just want to be successful. While you're trying to figure out how it is and what it is to be successful, you're really failing in everything that matters. What does it profit a man to gain this whole wide world and lose his soul? What does it profit you to drive a Mercedes, to live in a big house, to have a nice job, and don't nobody know the love of God in you? Because you define success by how everybody feels about you instead of defining success by how God feels about you. But I'm preaching deliverance right here up in this place, baby. This year and into next year, it ain't no longer about what you say about me. I define myself by myself, for myself, honey. I'm trying to help you out, whether you want to push me or not. The Holy Ghost will push me, whether you want to lift me or not. The Holy Ghost shall lift me. Whatever it is there is to be done, I don't need you to co-sign because God has my name written in his hand. I'm going to enjoy the present. I'm going to enjoy the present. You can't talk to nobody about how good God is and you miserable in your present. How are you feeling today? You can tell me I'm blessed, but I can look at your face and know it's different, honey. Come on now. You can't go to your job and tell me you serve the Lord, and every time I see you, you snotting and crying up. You can't tell me that God is good in your life, and you want to slit your wrist right here, right now, and you want to tell her it. Let me tell you something. When you're going through something, can you stay on Facebook? Amen. Tonight, I'm trying to help you. You ain't bringing no glory to God, baby. One day you put the Jesus piece on, and the next day you cussing everybody else. When you're going through something, keep your mouth shut.
You better do something.
Yes, sir.
We want to enjoy the present. Now, finally, it shows us the power of a future and how people can change when they get a glimpse of the future. Ooh, you know why some people are still standing still? They ain't got no glimpse of the future. You know why they walking around depressed? Because they don't believe in the future. I'm trying to help somebody out of this place. The people who are able to make it through the storm understand that at the end of the storm is the sunshine. I'm trying to help you. The people that go through, even though they're in lack, they understand that blessings are on the other side. Every now and then you need to go back in your Rolodex, in your mind, and get you a glimpse of the future. It don't matter the way it looks right now, baby, but I got a future. I know the plans and the thoughts I have for you, say the Lord, to bring you a hope and an expected end. Translation, bring you a future. See, every now and then you need to get a glimpse of your future just so that you can make it through the day. I'm trying to help somebody out. When I lose my job, don't worry. In the future, I got one. When I lose my house, don't worry. In the future, I got a bigger one. Don't worry. When I lose my friend, don't worry. In the future, I got something different. Every now and then you need to get a glimpse of the future.
Yes.
Son,
Yes.
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 It's called called expectation.
Yes,
I'm trying to help somebody else. Expectation. What is the definition of expectation? I'm so glad you asked. To expect something means that you believe that something will happen and or something won't happen. I'm trying to help you. When you expect something, you believe that something good is coming and or you believe that something bad is stopping. I'm trying to help them make sure they didn't miss it. Every now and then you need to make a checklist. What are the things you expect to happen? I expect for God to move me. I expect to finish school. I expect to get a better job. I expect to go from one level to the next. I expect to walk in his anointing. I'm expecting something to happen. And I'm expecting some stuff to stop. I'm going to stop being stressed. I'm going to stop being worried. I'm going to stop being depressed. They're going to stop stabbing me in the back because I'm going to cut them off at the head. I'm going to stop something. Every now and then you got to have some expectation. Because if you don't expect nothing, you can't move. Expectation causes movement. But here's the crazy thing. Your expectations are governed by whose word you're listening to.
That's right. That's right.
Because when we believe our words and our thoughts, then automatically we reduce ourselves to low-level thinking. Prove it to me scripturally. He says his ways are not our ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts, but they are in fact higher than our thoughts. And so when you reduce yourself to your thinking, you've already stooped down to a low level. But when your expectations are based in the word, you've already stepped up a notch. I'm trying to get